Hello everyone, my name is Quad and welcome to a quick video about the new arcanes we got with Operation Belly of the Beast. We got 5 of them: Arcane Ice Storm, Arcane Battery, Secondary Surge, Secondary Fortifier, and Melee Afflictions. You can currently get these arcanes in 2 ways, both of which require you to first do the Jade Shadows quest and unlock the Ascension game mode on Uranus. I won't go over how to play this mode, but it is quite easy. The only thing you need to do to get the arcanes is collect 3 sister beacons and kill the Sister of Parvos when the elevator reaches the top of the level. The drop chance is around 35% for all the arcanes combined on normal difficulty and 100% on the Steel Pass, so yeah, it is far better to play on the Steel Pass since the drop chance of each arcane is 20%, but you will only get 1, so you know. At the moment, you can also get 2 arcanes if you're playing with a Necros and have the Desecrate ability on, but other than that, there's no other way to get more arcanes than 1, and that may be changed in the future as well. But anyways, there is one more way to get the arcanes. Additionally, when completing the mission, you will get something called vestigial motes from the Ascension mission, which you can use to buy the arcanes from Ordis on Larunda Relay. This is again during Operation Belly of the Beast. If Ordis is not on Larunda Relay anymore, or here somewhere else, I will let you know in the pinned comment down below after the operation is over. But anyways, let's look at the arcanes at max rank now, for which you need 21 of each. First, let's start with Arcane Ice Storm. Arcane Ice Storm is a Warframe arcane that will give you plus 2% ability strength and ability duration for 15 seconds each time you freeze an enemy to max of 20 stacks, which means you get 40 percentage points of ability strength and ability duration, which is great. You have to freeze enemies all the time since the buff will remove itself completely 15 seconds after the last frozen enemy. Freezing another enemy does refresh the buff though, so keep that in mind and make them chill. This arcane is made for Frost specifically, or any Warframe that can easily freeze enemies, Lavos for example. You can freeze enemies in many ways with exception of companions. You don't have to only use your Warframe on which you have the Arcane Ice Storm equipped. For example, here I froze some enemies with a Glaxion primary weapon. I could also freeze them with melee weapons, secondary weapons, and so on, but not companions. You can also refreeze the enemies once you are done. If you have the Shivering Contagion mod on your primary weapon, you can easily maintain the freeze buffs on pretty much any weapon with cold status. So yeah, be sure to have it because it is quite overpowered. In my opinion, this arcane can be one of the best since it increases both ability strength and ability duration for 40 percentage points, which is amazing for some Warframes like Mirage, Mesa, or any Warframe with channeling abilities. But yeah, all in all, it is great. Maybe just a bit too niche, but capable of making fun builds. Let's now go to the next arcane, Arcane Battery, which will increase your energy capacity by 0.3 for each armor point you have, to the max of 1000 energy. This means that you will be able to increase your energy by 1000 in addition to Flow Energy Capacity mod. You can have way above 1000 energy, so yeah. The amount of energy increased will show in your modding menu, but you can also increase the capacity in missions by getting more armor from many different sources. There will be a buff at the top of the screen showing you how much energy capacity you have. For example, now I have 95, and now I have 455 additional energy capacity. In my opinion, this arcane is great on tankier Warframes since it lets you switch out the Flow mod for any other mod. You do have to live with one less arcane though, which can be a bit of a downgrade, but you can have insane amounts of energy. That is a massive positive and funny by itself. But yeah, let's go to the next arcane. Secondary Surge is a secondary arcane that will give you a +1 times damage multiplier for every 200 energy you currently have, not energy capacity. The damage multiplier goes up to 8 times and only works on the first shot from your secondary weapon. For example, I have 1232 energy right now. If I cast an ability, I will get a multiplier of 8 times on my first shot from my secondary. Because the damage multiplier only works with that one shot, it is crucial that you use weapons that focus on that one shot. For example, Tenet Blinks, that is quite good on its own, but now it can destroy a lot more. Honestly, this arcane goes great with Arcane Battery and Warframes that get enemies in one place like Mag or Wabon. I see myself using this arcane for fun in the future quite a lot, but it is a bit too specific in my opinion. Especially on the steel path when it is hard to switch between weapons and stuff, especially if playing solo on endless missions. But anyways, I am rambling a bit here. Let's continue to the next one, Secondary Fortifier, which is quite a nice arcane to have on your secondary weapon, which has two main effects. One is that it will deal 8 times more damage to enemy overguard, the white health they have, and additionally, it will also give you 1 overguard for every 100 damage dealt to the enemy's overguard. The amount of overguard is capped at 15,000, which is more than enough for any high-level mission, but I do have to say that this arcane is amazing for everyone playing solo without any overguard adding abilities, since the overguard will protect you from most status effects. Besides that, you will get overguard more and more easily in longer missions, since there are more and more Eximus units, but the only thing I see a problem with is ammo. I have a lot of problems with getting ammo on Atomos, my favorite secondary weapon. Maybe because I forget to use the Incarnon form, but still, this arcane is becoming one of my favorites very slowly. I main Mirage, so just a lot of freaking overguard. Anyways though, let's go to the last arcane, which is for the melee weapons, and it is Melee Afflictions. This arcane will add 6 more stacks of status effects to any effect applied to the enemy every time they are flung around. It is amazing for people that love to slam around or use heavy attacks, since this can make things broken. It is great for applying status effects on enemies with any melee weapon, but honestly, I just love to use it with Blast. It is fun, just 3, 2, 1, lift off, and then they fly around to the other side of the room. But yeah, I'm not such a melee person, so I don't use melee arcanes a lot and melee weapons as a whole. I really love secondary weapons, so there's that. So if anyone has any suggestions or ideas for what this arcane could be used for, on which melee weapon and for what purpose, let me know down in the comments. But anyways, thank you for watching. These are all the arcanes we got this time around, and I think they are absolutely spectacular. They are a bit different than the other arcanes we got thus far, so yeah, especially the Overguard one. I can't get that out of my head because it is so freaking good. I love using it now because I can finally easily survive with Mirage on longer level missions against the Infestation with extremely high toxic damage. Just perfect. But yeah, before I start rambling again, thank you for watching. Please like, comment, share, or maybe even subscribe, and also have a very nice day. Bye guys.